It started with a tomato the size of a football. Old Man Ellis had always been strange. He wore the same straw hat every day, talked to his plants like they were old friends, and swore by watering them only at sunrise and never after 3 p.m. People in the small town of Willow Bend didn't pay him much mind. He was just the garden guy. Quiet, kind, a little eccentric. His yard was full of vines, herbs, and a crooked scarecrow that hadn't scared anything in 20 years. But one summer, everything changed. Ellis brought a tomato to the farmer's market. Only it wasn't just a tomato. It was massive, nearly the size of a basketball, glowing red like it had been kissed by the sun itself. People laughed. They asked if it was fake. Then they tasted it, and they stopped laughing. It was the sweetest, juiciest, most flavorful tomato anyone had ever had. Word spread fast. The next week, he came back with cucumbers longer than your arm, watermelons the size of car tires, and heads of lettuce that looked like beach balls. The townspeople were stunned. "What are you doing differently?" they asked. He just smiled and said, "I listen." But the truth? Ellis had found something buried deep in the soil behind his shed, a cluster of glowing blue crystals. At first, he thought it was glass. But when he planted near them, the vegetables grew faster, stronger, bigger. Still, Ellis didn't use them for profit. He used them for people. By the end of the season, he had transformed the empty lot behind the post office into a full-scale garden. Anyone could come and pick what they needed. No money, no judgment. Carrots the size of your forearm. Pumpkins bigger than wheelbarrows. Endless rows of food, fresh and free. Families who used to struggle could now fill their tables. Kids who had never liked vegetables suddenly begged for more. Ellis didn't talk about magic. He just talked about care. The secret, he said, isn't in the crystals. It's in the giving. Years passed. The town grew, so did the garden. And when Ellis passed on, the people of Willow Bend didn't build a statue or name a street after him. They just kept planting, and they kept sharing. Because Old Man Ellis didn't just grow vegetables, he grew hope.